Federal High Court sitting in Abuja has accused the defense lawyer to the fleeing ex-Kogi State Governor, Yahaya Bello, of misleading the former governor not to honor Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) invitation of arrest. Justice Emeka Nwite on Friday went hard on the former governor's lawyer, Abdulwahab Mohammed, and insisted that the defense lawyer's application on the fundamental human rights of Yahaya Bello cannot be entertained at the same court the former disrespected. Justice Emeka Nwite said EFCC is a law-abiding organization, adding, "The commission does not kill," and asked the defense lawyer what's the fear of Yahaya Bello that makes him to refuse to honor EFCC invitation. The court rules that any of Yahaya Bello application will not be entertained until the former governor is physically present in the court. Details of the court proceedings as presented by EFCC Public Relations Department reads in quote below. Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court, Maitama, Abuja on Friday, May 10th, insisted on the physical appearance of the former governor of Kogi State, Mr. Yahaya Bello, for arraignment before any of his applications can be entertained by the court. The judge further held that Bello, who is facing prosecution by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, on an alleged 80.2 billion naira fraud, is acting in disrespect and contempt of the court by resisting lawful arraignment and as such lacks any entitlement for his applications to be heard by the same court. Justice Nwite made the ruling following applications of Bello's lawyer, Abdulwahab Mohammed, signed on April 23, 2024 for the revocation of the arrest warrant issued by the court on the former governor and the determination of the court's jurisdiction in entertaining the trial as well as the preliminary objection for the enforcement of Bello's fundamental human rights as ruled by Kogi State High Court, Lokoja. Prosecution counsel, Kenny Pingero, San, had at the last sitting of the court, responded that entertaining the applications without arraignment of the defendant was improper in the administration of criminal justice and tantamount to putting the cart before the horse. Ruling on the matter on Friday, Justice Nwite held that any party that disrespects the court is not entitled to his prayers to be held by the same court. Yahaya Bello is acting in disobedience of the court. Anyone in contempt of the court is not entitled to be heard. The defendant should make himself available. He ought to make himself available in court. The defendant is taking this court for granted. The application of the defendant cannot be held unless he is present in court, he said. The defense counsel responded to the ruling by praying for a stay of proceeding in the trial in the manner he claimed the Kogi State High Court, Lokoja, had long pending the determination of EFCC's appeal against the contempt proceeding initiated by Bello against EFCC's executive chairman, Mr. Ola Olukoyede. We have filed a contempt proceeding against the EFCC chairman, which has been challenged in the appeal court. We are applying that this court should wait for the outcome of the appeal, hence the appeal court is a superior court, he said. In response, led prosecution counsel on Friday, Rotimi Oyedepo, San, took umbrage at the defense team's prayer for a stay of proceedings, stating that such was at variance with the provisions of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, 2015. My lord did not mince words in affirming the sanctity of the court and its hallowed temple. If anyone feels that because he has attained a certain level in the society and begins to treat the court with contempt, that is a master key and floodgates to anarchy. I expected my learned counsel to tread the path of honor and clearly show that his client should not treat his lordship and the court with disdain. His lordship's ruling clearly forbids entertaining applications from the defendant. My lordship should not entertain the application until the defendant is here. A fugitive cannot be seeking redress in court. Section 40 of EFCC Act states that your lordship shall not entertain any application for stay of execution. Section 306 of ACJA also states that stay of proceedings shall not be entertained, he said. Justice Nwite came down hard on the defense lawyer after listening to the submissions. You are the one who is misleading the defendant. What is your fear? How many people have you heard that the EFCC killed? The EFCC is a law-abiding agency. Is your client the only past governor that has been invited by the EFCC? Bring him to court and I will entertain your applications, he said. He adjourned the matter till June 13, 2024 for Bello's arraignment. The EFCC is prosecuting Yahaya Bello alongside his nephew Ali Bello, Dauda Suleiman and Abdul Salam Hindu on 19 count charges bordering on money laundering to the tune of 8,246,470,089 naira, 80 kobo.
OsazuwaAkonedo, bringing you the news in a more digital way.